Oh, is it? Fuck. God damn it. Are y'all on Twitch? All right. I just got a notification that the stream disconnected. I don't know why I didn't make that more obvious. I feel like it should have. Let's set that up there. Dude, goddamn Airbnb. I I think it's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea that they can fucking do this shit. Fucking cut a house in half and just rent part of it to Airbnb. These people are assholes. Goddamn children. I'm not going to write them a letter because they're probably idiots. I'm going to kick them off my fucking internet. I think I can do that. I don't know. I'm used to having my Nighthawk. And I keep saying I'm going to hook my Nighthawk up here, but I've also been living here for over a year and still haven't done it. So, things are not looking good. All right. I should be able to. Yes. Okay. I can. So I can friggin' um, deny them. And move that. X 1701 router access code. Copy. Paste. Modify. Okay. I want to deny. Actually, I don't care about that. I want to kick these people off my fucking internet. You must disable WPS on SSID in order to use MAC address filtering on that SSID. Well, now that sounds like the fucking router is going to restart, and I'm not doing that again. Frames drop 10% over 2 minutes. I'm not really sure there's anything I can do about it. It might just come and go, and that just might be the way it is. I'm curious if it is the same. Well, I feel like I could spend time trying to fix this, probably not do much, and in the meantime, just waste time. Because that's typically what I do. And blocking them is not going to be easy. So, sorry. At the end of the day, sorry. Can't do anything about it. It's the way she blows. What was the last thing y'all heard? I don't think I said anything in that brief time. Now where was I? Okay, got my README, got my initial commit. Oh. What did I name the branch? I think I've named it already. No, I did not. So gco-b main git push or main. Okay, git branch -d master. And if anyone gives me shit about that, I will kick you from the stream so fucking fast your head will spin. Because I'm not interested in having that debate. And if you are, then I seriously question what you're doing with your time. Nope, that's not where I wanted to go. I want to make this. Oh, fucking stupid. Make that the main branch. I think it does automatically if you have one branch and you remove master. No, it doesn't. So master, I understand. We're using main now. And then we can just go ahead and delete master. And if you branch off of master before you create your new main branch, then you don't have to worry, everything's the same. Cool, that's done. All right, and while we're here, code of conduct. I always add one because it's a lot harder to add it retrospectively. And, you know, it's, if it makes people feel safe, that is important to me. So I will do the things that make people feel better. If people will want to code more because of some small minor change, we should all want to do that. Chore add code of conduct. I'm also too young to have been around for the time when that was like actually a debate about having a code of conduct. I've seen some real nasty shit on like old forums about people arguing about it. I'm just like, I just don't understand why this like bothers you so much. Just fucking, why does this bother you? If it bothers you, then there's probably a reason. Sure. Bug report. Sure. That's good for now. Chore pencil. Boom. All right, code of conduct. We got a quick issue template just in case. And a license. MIT, because I want y'all to use this if you so desire. Now there is, I think, license? No. So that would be chore lice. Yes, page facing up. Chore page facing up. Add MIT license. Bam. Commit directly to main because I'm about that life. All right, Jared, no persecution. I'm just generally curious, like, why, like, that would bother people. I mean, I've seen, like, the actual written down, like, this bothers me because I feel like now people have, like, I don't know, some sort of, like, power or, like, dictation. I don't know. I just don't really understand. I would be definitely curious to know. But if you don't want to say because you have reasons not to say, then feel free not to. I am just generally curious. And I don't want to ask the people who actually care because I don't want to be friends with those people. All right, we have our new site. Git pull. Cool. ngrok. And I'm on 4,000. So I know what Opalgate is. I talked to we interviewed that guy on Ruby Rogues. He seemed like a douchebag. I have an ngrok subdomain, so at any time while this server is running, you can actually go to this link, which I will paste in the chat, and view it for yourself. Cool. Here's our Bridgetown site. So we're cooking here. All right. What do we want to do first? So let's look at Jason's website. Hi, I'm Jason. So out of the box, I see Tailwind. And not much else. This is actually going to be a really simple example. That's why I chose it over the other example. Because I think it would literally take maybe an hour to finish this. Maybe less. Probably less, but I'm sticking with an hour. All right, so first thing we need is Tailwind. And that means we are going to reach for the handy dandy GitHub automations. See, I need that fucking docs thing. I have to have it. because I can never find some words in here. Bridgetown automations. Cool. So Bridgetown automations are fucking awesome because it took a solid amount of time to figure out how to add Tailwind, but also because I had to learn like some things about Webpack, and then I had to dive deep down Webpack, and I don't want to talk about that. But so let's see what we want here. Tailwind and Connor, who has been pretty active in the community. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this. If you're on the stream and you don't know this, Bridgetown has a Discord server. And if you want to talk about Discord, have questions or stuff, you should add and go in there because that's where some of us are hanging out. Connor is pretty active. And he's created some pretty cool... He's been adding some automations which have been saving me time, aka he's one of my favorite people now. So I'm going to go ahead and add Tailwind. No, add automation. I'm just going to call it automations. Bridgetown apply, and then you pass it a link and it didn't work. Why not? Cannot load such file. Active support. Did I bundle? Yes, I did bundle. Could not load such file. Active support core extension extract. So something is using active support. I'm pretty sure Jared mentioned he's using active support. So, and require means it's a loader issue. So hopefully it's not Zeitwork, because that would kind of suck. Could try that again. What if I do bundle exec? Bundle exec works. Interesting. Yeah, that is. I wonder if my global version of Bridgetown is different from my local version for some reason, or not my global, my computer wide verse project. I'll check that in a second. Yes, I do want to override webpack config. Cool. So will this hot reload out of the box? No, it will not. Probably have to restart that server. I don't want that. I want you to go away. Over there. JSON charms. All right. So what do we get? Post CSS import, post CSS loader, Tailwind CSS latest version, very good. Tailwind config. And I think I'm going to turn purge off on Tailwind's end and use Jared's automation for that. And then Webpack. I mean, technically we don't need to be looking for JSX files, but I don't want to change it. It's interesting that that he changed these escape characters. I don't know why. It might be fine. We'll see. Babel plugin proposal class properties. All right, so I don't want this. I want to keep what we had. Vert. And this I'm not sure. Whatever, we'll see. That's good. Post CSS loader, post CSS import, Tailwind CSS, and auto prefixer. That's good. Although, does auto prefixer go last? Maybe. Oh yeah, I think it does. All right, so, and then we've got our index SCSS, and honestly, with my extension host quit term, that's interesting. When I'm using Tailwind, and this is different depending on whatever CSS framework or lack thereof you're using. Why did that quit? Restart. What you doing? I don't really need SCSS, so what I'm why you do this? What happened? Doesn't like something. Tailwind CSS base could not be resolved. Import Tailwind CSS base. See, this is part of the why does that kill my extension? All right. I'm just going to use CSS because also CSS has variables now. All right, see you, Colin. Take care, dude. Try Bridgetown. It's pretty cool. Sponsor Jared. That's my soapbox. I'm going to get this man funded. All right. Now, are we good with the extension host? Now that I've SCSS that, or CSS that. I think, see, I can Tailwind docs, and it's the, I don't think it's actually this, but okay. Yeah, okay. So if I'm not using SCSS, then I can just do this. Although I'm not totally sure about that. Do it anyway. So if I restart my server I'll define split. Oh my god, it's the split thing. Jared, this drove me fucking nuts. And I'll explain in a second. If for some reason Yarn or Webpack does not generate a file, the error is not very clear, but I looked at it and I'm pretty sure it's nothing that you can do. But it just says undefined method split for no class because in the head of the document, not in our head, I believe, I tracked this down somewhere. I think it's in Webpack path, which is inside of Bridgetown. It fails at split because it didn't actually generate the CSS file, and I wasn't really sure if there was anything you could really do about that, so I didn't open an issue. But it took me a little bit of time to figure that out, and now that I think about it, it might be worth adding to the documentation. Reminder. Add create PR to add split error to btown docs. Oh yeah, well I'm assuming I don't know. I have to look into it again, but I don't know. Fuck Webpack. I wasn't really worried about it because I was like, I'm gonna move all this over to Pika. Not Pika, Snowpack. So I was like, it doesn't really matter. All right, so something's wrong with our. Oh, it's because it's trying to resolve SCSS. And is this? Oh, this is also something I don't know if it would be useful for everyone to add this, but the clean is vital sometimes. Will that fix this? That's up to date. Duh. It's because in my index.js file, importing SCSS, we don't want to do that. We want to import CSS. Go away. And we're all good now. Sweet. So now I should have Tailwind. And I do. Fuck yeah. So feels like a commit. And feature style add Tailwind CSS. You know, and now thinking about it, I probably didn't need to make this a PR. And in fact, I'm going to merge this. right now. Yup. The only reason I created a PR is because I was thinking about Netlify running those deployment commands, which I've actually turned off. And I don't know why, and I don't know who I have to pay to turn this goddamn automatic delete head branches on for all repos, but I'm willing to pay. Because you should always be deleting your head branches, and I don't understand why you wouldn't be. I don't understand why it should be a default. It should be encouraged. I don't know why it's not. So, brief rant over. All right, so that's merged. Cool. So now we have Tailwind, and I'm going to change get pull clear. Okay. So what else do I want from the automations list? The automations are fucking baller. And I actually went back to that Remote Ruby episode that we did, Jared, and I don't want to say I had the idea, but I did mention it when we talked about it. That this is such like a killer feature that just increases like the developer productivity tenfold. You know what? I'm going to add swap, and I'm not a massive fan of swap, to be honest, but I'm going to pretend this is just a normal person, not me. So I'm going to add swap. Bundler with clean env has been deprecated in favor of bundler with unbundled env. If you want the environment before bundler was originally loaded, use bundler with original env. Where is that being called? Side of Bridgedown. Ooh. And another reminder. Yeah, I had 1 or 2 commits to Rails Bytes, and I have like a commit that I had never finished. And you know, I might never finish it because I don't agree with the way that Andrew Famera nests his controllers like a fucking gopher. And that's literally the only reason. It's hard to work in that environment now that I'm so used to like flat prairie. All right. Copying this. I will make a PR for that later. Cool. All right. All done. Edit, swap, transition main in front-end styles index CSS. If you wish to adjust the transition animation, make sure you add ID swap to the primary container of your HTML layout, perhaps main. Very bold of you to assume I have main, unless you gave it to me out of the box. Ah, I did. Class equals, what was it? ID equals swap. Dude, I don't like the fact that swap like halts like the chain of events that like caused me issues, and I couldn't understand why for a minute, and then I figured it out, and then it was like turbo links all over again, and I had like the Vietnam flashbacks, and I just got so angry. I was like, how dare you, swap? You wasted me time now. All right. It looks like swap is working. Sweet. And just for feature, sparkles, add swap transitions. Cool. All right. Purge CSS. I do want to do that. If I add Tailwind UI, do I want to do this? Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. When I don't expect it, I don't like it, you know? and I wasn't expecting like fucking TurboLinks to come out in the form of a style library. It just like caught me off balance, and I started thinking about Bootstrap, and that made me even more angry. And then I started thinking about jQuery, and it was just very angry. You know, I don't know if I think I'm just gonna use, and I don't remember if I had to do anything custom for this. I think I'm just gonna use Tailwind's purge. It runs in production mode. Okay, so okay, now I remember what I was thinking about earlier. When you run yarn build webpack mode production, let me make sure this is correct. It doesn't actually set the node env to production, so purge CSS will not run if it's configured with Tailwind on deploy if you do not add node env production. And if you weren't doing what I'm doing, then you probably wouldn't need to do this, but I'm pretty sure I need to do that. I distinctly remember that being an issue. So I'm not going to use the purge CSS post build hook. Does that run like every... Oh, not only on build. Okay. Never mind. Automated test suite mini test. Nah, who needs it? Netlify TOML file. Let's do it. See what... Nope. Netlify TOML file. Cool. Because I want this to be 13. And I'm pretty sure... I'm not going to actually add this right now until I actually confirm this, but I'm pretty sure I had to change like the version of Ruby that, hold on, what am I saying? Netlify didn't have 2.7.1 cached when it was running builds, and I think I tried to change like what Netlify would build the app with versus what I was using to build the app, which is stupid and I don't recommend, but I don't have that on my other projects, so maybe I didn't end up doing that. But this does remind me, and hopefully I'm not about to expose any secrets. Jared, I don't know if you've seen this, but Netlify has like come out of nowhere with these plugins, and they are fucking nice. So on my website, I hash all the files. It runs image optim. It minifies the HTML. It creates a sitemap plugin, or it creates a sitemap, and then it automatically submits the sitemap to Google and Bing. It's pretty baller, I have to say. No, I don't want to use GraphQL. If Jason wants to add CMS, that's on him. Although I do agree, I fucking love Strappy. And I don't know if you showed me this, but I was also like, I thought about adding this to my site, and then I decided not to spend the time. Okay, so are there any more Automate Cloudinary plugin? I do want that. Well, this is Jason's website. Never mind, I don't want that. Although, no. Typically, I definitely would want this. Are there any other Bridgetown plugins? I want the SEO thing. And I might give him quick search. Although Jared, if you're still on here, this is great. So on this project, on the Bridgetown quick search, and I am like going to submit a PR, but GraphQL, oh, nice. On this project, you are not actually building the JavaScript file. And I probably need to say more than that, but I don't remember the specific thing. And it was like a edge case that no one would run into except for me because of what I was specifically doing. But yeah, the package that's getting created is not actually being built. I think it's literally just the JavaScript files. And I would argue that there is merit in not doing that, mostly to fix my error, but also because it's pretty easy to do with Pika Pack. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. What's your GitHub? PikaPack, and I'm not going to go into it. We can talk offline about this if you want. This is like in the family of Snowpack, but PikaPack helps you. It automates the building packages, and like arguably the nicest thing it does is it will, when you like are ready to deploy your project to npm, it will generate a target dependency for all of the major, I don't know, JavaScript hand wavy things. So CommonJS, ESNext, UMD, whatever, unpack, like you can deploy it directly to unpackage, et cetera, so that anyone can consume it. Because I believe specifically, and I'd have to like actually go back and look. So sorry for this shitty like flyby bug report, but the way this project is being built right now is not really awesome. Yeah, I haven't gotten into the whole dist side of the npm packages. Well, don't worry, because I think I've figured it all out, and I'm going to submit a PR, and I think you're going to like it, and it might, in general, help with, well, it's going to be part of it. It's a bigger thing for me, because a lot of people in the Ruby community are not building these packages correctly. Like Chris Oliver's, if you listen to Remote Ruby, then this is important. But I guess if this is getting recorded, which I guess it is, then Chris Oliver's Tailwind CSS stimulus controllers library is like 217 kilobytes, which is not even remotely acceptable for a it's not acceptable for a package. It's not acceptable for your entire app to be that big, not even remotely. So don't worry, yours is not even remotely an offender. Like, because I think, because I was gonna submit a PR and I haven't finished it yet, but it's using PikaPack 2, but he's doing one thing differently than you are that created a little bit of an issue. But it's a great set of tools, and I am going to commit that. All right, side tangent over. Bridgetown Quick Search, I'm going to add because it's pretty sweet. Although I'm planning to create this, but for Algolia, because I looked at their Jekyll plugin, and it doesn't seem like it would be very hard to convert. I added a Netlify TOML. That's not really, is that big enough for a commit? You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. I guess that's build. Well, actually, then build. Wrench. Add netlify.toml file. One thing if you're running Netlify, Netlify CLI, the Netlify TOML file locally makes sense. And if you're not, then it doesn't. And it can quickly become out of sync with your server settings. And I don't remember which one takes precedence. But I don't even really remember why I said that. Probably because I had an issue with that. And if someone else does, make sure your netlify.toml file is not contradicting what you have set on Netlify, the site. All right. Bridgetown search. See if we can see how fast we can get. How long do you think it may be to recreate the site? I'm going to say 45 minutes, maybe an hour if I have to take a poop. Netlify search. And then we need to add this to our index file. By the way, Jared, your docs are fucking great. You are a great documenter. Yeah, see, Bridgetown Quick Search, I guess you're technically... that's a prompt for a different day. And then add the liquid component to one of your site templates. Like Natbar. So we'll give old J Charms did add it. Question mark. Do I need to restart the site? How is the site doing? Yes, I do. Can't resolve Bridgetown quick search. Yep, don't worry, buddy. Yeah. Dude, I guess that's what it is because, like, I don't know, you definitely have a gift for it, and I only know one other person who I would say that about. And he also worked with a lot of clients because he was a, what's it called? Freelancer. So I envy it, but I don't envy the amount of time it fucking takes. Because goddamn, that shit takes so long. But it could truly make or break a product. All right, now we have it. Sweet. Cool. I'm going to leave the styling right now. Well, you know what? I'm going to grab this one. And this is a component, so I know what I'm going to do right after this. Okay. Feature sparkles. Add search functionality through Lunar and Bridgetown quick search. Wait, did you freaking, is this dashed? Oh, no. Interesting. Okay. Never mind. I don't know what I was saying. And solar graph. Okay, I'm going to, before I go anywhere else, forget Bridgetown, RB, documentation, liquid components, and what am I looking for? Liquid components. I want the link to the source code with the component render thing that you do. Where is it? Provided. I could probably find it in the code faster. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I want that. Front matter. God damn, where did it just go again? Petition to put this in an alert. There we go. God damn. Bridgetown RB, Bridgetown tree. Oh, it's still pointing to master. It's a broken link. Actually, what is this? Docs components. Bridgetown. Nope. Yes. Nope. Yes. Jared, I might have something that you would like. I will add that next. Bug report. Will this be there we go. Documentation. Docs. Yep. This is not a suggestion. Maybe it is a bug report. That's confusing. What is this page? Bridgetown docs components. Bugs. Suggestion. On, or is it in? On the component, there we go. On the component documentation component documentation page link. This link is broken. Damn it. Fucking title. Fix broken link. Fix broken reference to master branch. The fact that you have to like actually link to the branch is kind of annoying. Actually, wait, I'm pretty sure. Well, you could permalink, but you probably wouldn't want that either. Not important. Bug submitted. I'm a hero. Let's keep going. Yes, yes, yes. You should automatically resolve. Yes, very woke. Why are you redirecting, you fucking dick? All right. Fuck you then. Interesting. Bridgetown. Well, fuck. Now I don't remember the goddamn Bridgetown website. There we go. Source, components, and actually, I already forgot where the fuck it was. Master, oh. Liquid component, take a peek. Components, okay. Back on track. Components, if it is a top level URL, typically, that means it is at the top level of source. Source components, and I am going to shamelessly steal the entire thing. And I need to add some stuff, but I'll do that in a second. So if it's a page, if you want it to be create a page in your site, so like this is bridgetown.com/components, then you add a file to the root of source, which is what I'm going to do. And this is components.html. I'm about to need some of my stuff. Components.html, cool. Website components, exclude from search, remove that. Signed, dar. Perfect. So now we have our components page. And the layout is page, which I think we also have. Yes. Perfect. So now in the components, yes, I remember this now. There's a component preview folder inside of the components folder inside of the Bridgetown website. Component previews. Is it preview? Preview. Preview. Component preview. And then that's where you have just some stuff for rendering the previews. Like metadata, preview, and variables. I'm stealing all of it. Preview.liquid. Metadata and variables. Probably could just open this up locally, but maybe it's more helpful to see the website. I don't know. Metadata liquid, and I ain't fancy, so I'm not using your gnarly web components. Jason's a simple man. Give him simple tools. Component preview. I just realized that could have come across pretty poorly. Don't read into that. That was a blanket statement. He's just no need for web components. He's not going to use them elsewhere, so why add them here? Yep. It's cool. It's cool. Just gonna do all base style right now, and then variables. This is the chunk. And I'll show you why I'm doing this in a second. Move classes. We don't need them. Okay. Now, if we restart our website, actually, let me go ahead and do this first. So the reason we're adding that is because it allows you to preview your components just like on the main Bridgetown website. So let's take a docs note, documentation notes, and then you can add metadata to the documentation note component, and get this super sick little helpful page, which since I'm adding this for Jason, I want it to be easy for him to see where I'm going and super well organized, and starting with components out of the box is going to make that happen. And I learned this the difficult way. So my suggestion is if you are starting a Bridgetown site, definitely investigate components and decide if it's something you're going to want in the future. If it is, start adding them now because it's going to be a lot easier than adding them later. 2 cents. All right. The reason I added that is because I realized that I am going to go ahead and just create, and this is what I was coming to steal. I'm going to go ahead and add these for the ones I already have. So footer, I'm going to add this metadata name, footer. Displays the site footer. Variables, we don't got none right now. I guess you could say, I don't know, I guess if you wanted to be super, whatever that one word is for it, you could, dependency injection. If you wanted to really follow dependency injection, well, actually, I assume, never mind, forget that. That means default. Yeah, so we're already passing in metadata. Okay, perfect. I don't know why I started saying that. So metadata is a, where did I just go? Metadata is a variable. I don't know, I guess it's an object. The site metadata object. Cool. And quickly add this for head. Do we pass anything to head? We do. Pass the title and the metadata. Title be a string. The title of the current page. Okay. Okay. Let me come back to this. I think if you are using the SEO plugin, or maybe, I don't know, somehow I ended up with this getting duplicated, and I don't remember if it came from the SEO plugin on top of this, or if it came from something up here, but I guess we'll figure that out later. Okay, and then navbar. Navbar displays the site navigation bar. All right, what are we passing here? Metadata and the page. I guess page would also be an object. Oh wait, why am I? The page object. Live OSS just pushed up a fix for those doc links. Sweet. Nice job, Jared. See, this is what it's all about. The open source life. I'm going to miss it when I have to start working for some billion-dollar company. Working in open source is pretty rewarding, I have to say. It also did wonders for my fucking GitHub and resume. All right, so now we have our metadata on our new components. And the next thing we're going to do is add a preview. So this doesn't have to be fancy, but I mean, essentially you could just render, oops, I don't want to be there. You basically just paste in what you're already using to call it. This would be footer.preview.html. And is it HTML? Yeah. And there's an example. And see, Jared, this is part of the reason why I was like, I don't know when to use liquid or HTML. Because like in my mind, this would be a liquid file. But I'm assuming because all of your previews are HTML that there's a specific reason for that. And I didn't even try making it liquid. But this is not correct. And I want to go to default. And I'm just going to put that down there. Footer. I guess we'll see if we have access to that object right there. So there's our footer preview. I'm not going to make a head preview. That doesn't really make sense, because I think it'll still show in the documentation, but it doesn't have a preview. But we'll create one for the footer. Footer.preview HTML. Can't, it's because I'm already on the footer. Duh. Navbar.preview.html. Bala. Why are you down there? Navbar. Ooh, page. Guess we'll see if that works or not. I don't know. I'm still trying to still trying to get like the grokability of like what is available where. So something didn't like something there. Technically, the Liquid component files themselves can be HTML, but using Liquid sort of reinforces the fact they're specifically for use in other Liquid templates. Right. So, but for these Navbar previews, which could be all Liquid and mostly are, do they have to be HTML files? Because the only reason I made them HTML files is because that's what you were doing, and I did that on my other site too. But if they could be Liquid, I feel like it makes more sense if it's like something like this to be a Liquid file. Liquid error cannot sort a null object in components.html. All right, what you pissed off about, bruh? Components.html. Component relevant path. For components in component. Component relevant path. Component.url. Component.title. All right, well, it doesn't like something. I wonder if it's because we didn't have. No, why would it be that? Never mind. It's dumb. Component.relative path. Cannot sort a null object. So what is the null object? It's on line 9 in components HTML. And that's not helpful. Well, does it remove this? If it discounts that, then it's right here. Okay, that's probably what it's doing. Assign components, site.components, sort component.relative path. So I fucked something up. Because site.components is empty. Does that need to be... Am I missing like a bundle or something? Or is that a collection? Where's our Bridgetown config? Oh, is there not one? Well, that's obviously not the problem then. Make sure. Nope, that is not the problem. All right. Why is components? I wonder if it's that. Hold on. What is Bridgetown -v? Okay, and that's the same version. The Liquid Book plugin. Gem install. I'm gonna do this just to be safe. All right, use Liquid Book plugin. Check my other profile here. I guess I could check this on screen. That might be helpful. SEO. Oh, I am going to show you this link checker thing in a sec. Liquid, no. Liquid. No. Checks. Look. Oh, here it is. Yeah, you need the builder. There you go. And I wish I could explain builders better than I can, but my general view of a builder is it runs a Ruby file on build that does something. And whatever it does, who knows? But I mean, you would obviously know if you look at the file. But I think you can do multiple things inside of these, and I have yet to really take full advantage of it personally. But we're going to copy that to our plugins, builders, liquid book dot RB. Yeah, I know. We'll deal with that in a sec. All right, so now, does it work? Webpack is watching files. Nope, still pissed about something. Oh, I spelled something wrong. Undefined method content for nil class. All right, where's content being called? Tailwind, I don't think that's it. It's probably that. Component preview.content. All right. So I fucked something up. Content. In my, oh, wait. Oh, I remember. Okay. Okay. I should actually say why this happened. Okay. In components HTML, wait. Never mind. I'm fucking wrong. Never mind. We're back to, wait. Okay. I do know why. I don't remember. What the fuck? We don't have a layout file called component preview. But why? Where are we calling that? Oh, in Liquid Book. Okay, in Liquid Book, it's expecting a layout. So that's what this is saying. Kind of layouts, component preview.content. Because we don't have that layout, it's throwing an error. But we can get that layout. Lickety split, no problem. And I'm just going to copy Jared's because I don't know what monkey stuff I've done to mine. You see, so Jared sees builders as the controllers of Bridgetown World. That makes sense. And I guess, but they would only be controllers in the sense of an initialized event, pretty much, right? Like, I think that makes sense, what I just said. Component preview. Like these builders are only run on build, just like an initialize function in Stimulus is only run once the function is initialized, or the controller, I guess. Where am I going? Source, layouts. See, okay, this is why I did this over here. Wait, no. Peacock. I don't know if y'all have this. Apparently, I don't have it enabled. There's an extension called Peacock. I guess I have it disabled. Yes, I do. Enable workspace. And then you can run Peacock. God damn it. And then I'm going to do surprise me. It basically just adds like a border color to your workspace. I don't want that on mine. Okay, that looks good. And Jason's, I guess I have to enable it again. I wonder why I disabled it. Basically, Peacock is a theme that'll like allow you to, it just adds like a border around your project, and it kind of helps it stand out, especially if you're using multiple VS Code windows. I highly recommend it. It's pretty dope. If you need it. If you don't need it, don't use it. Surprise me. Yuck. Yeah. I think of red when I think of Jason. I want actual red. I guess there's actually Peacock. Apparently I can't spell the word peacock though. Peacock red. There is no red. Great. Somewhere in here. I know you're in here. God damn it. All right. There we go. I knew it. Cool. Now, no more mixing those up. So now I can keep that window there. Cool. Perfect. All right. We were adding a layout. And I guess I'm just going to have to fucking add all these now. Peacock. Enable workspace. I guess I should probably just enable it. Nope. Peacock. Sure. All right. All right. And if this part's boring, don't worry because I'm about to do the fun stuff, which is obviously development tooling. Layouts, component preview, copy, paste. This should be the end of that error. I guess that's also good to show you a little bit about how I think about the error debugging process. Hint, read the error message. Hint, if the line number does not look correct, it's probably because it's ignoring something that you have in your file. And in our case, it was that metadata at the top of the file. So removing that metadata allowed us to see the actual line for where Bridgestone thought it was. Duplicate, component, preview. Is it S maybe? Component preview. Boom, boom, boom. You should be happy now. You have all of your VS Code windows as tabs in one window. Like VS Code tabs. How do you do that? No, someone's pissed. Undefined method content for nil. 15 again. Do we need to yarn clean? Start. Okay, nope. It's actually pissed. Okay, we're going back to Liquid Book. 15, undefined method content. Did I misspell something? I bet that's exactly what happened. Component underscore preview. Damn it, Jared. Everything else. Everything else is a dash. Probably could have just read when I actually copied your file. That would have prevented that issue. God damn it. No such. Oh. That's me being an idiot. The copy pasta did me dirty. Site. Wait, where is it? I know for a fact I saw the error and I pasted it somewhere I shouldn't have. No such template shared back button. Yes, I pasted this somewhere. macOS system tabs. Oh, like the if I do this, can y'all see that? Like, as in this nonsense? Or something else? Component. Oh. Okay. So Jared is in this file that I copied. He's referencing files that I don't have, which is exactly what just happened a second ago. So shared page layout. Do I have shared page layout? Shared. No, I don't even think I have a shared thing. So no, I do not have shared page layout. I don't have shared box. I don't have shared back button. And I don't have that. And you know, I'm not going to add them right now. Although I do like that you're using the box model, Jared. Props. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to... Oh, I don't want all of that deleted. I don't want that. And fix that later. And boom. If you like the box model, you should take a look at Braid Design System by SeekOS, who also does this other project that I just forgot the name of. They're big on box. And there's a what's Adam Wadden's podcast called? Oh, not Adam Wath. Adam Wadden podcast. Full Stack Radio. There is a Full Stack Radio episode with, god damn it, the names. The meme guy from JavaScript. And they talk about the box model, and they also talk about component architecture in general. His name is Mark Delkalish. Yes, you should be using layout components. This is a very good discussion that I highly recommend everyone listen to, but especially if you're kind of new to thinking about designing with components, it's really good episode. And it's coming from someone who built a design system like that's very popular, and he's thinking about hard problems, and I don't know, suggested. There's a way to turn on making apps have tabbed windows, like kind of, what the fuck? All right, hold on. I'm sorry, there's going to have to be a pause to the show. Mac OS tab applications. I have to have this. No, I don't want that. Is this it? What is it? Window. Let's see if it works. Window. No. I don't think so. Merge all windows. No. Yeah, dude. Especially for you, I think you'd really... I took a lot out of it. I've listened to it several times. You know, now that I think about it, I should probably paste that. Mark Douglesh. Should be... In particular, he discusses like the idea of having a margin and kind of space around your components, and why it's a bad idea, and why you should be using like dedicated layout components. Tailwind kind of introduced this as an idea, and I really like it. I think a lot more people should add this type of like deal. It's called space. Yeah. So instead of adding, like, if you're thinking about the vertical space between like 3 divs, instead of adding margin to the divs, you add this space y number class to the parent, and that controls the space between the children, which this wouldn't be a concern if you're using CSS Grid because you would set the grid gap. But if you're not using CSS Grid and using normal divs, this is a very forward-thinking approach to space problems with components. Anyway, back on track. And okay, wait. Prefer tabs when opening documents. Preferences. Where is this? Doc. Doc. It is not in there. Jared, I need you to find what this is. I need this because I just need this. I need you to trust me that I need this. This would make my life so much easier if I had tabs. I would think so much more of you than I already do, which is an insane amount. Get me tabs and I will share it with the world. All right, I think we should be good now with our error. It looks like we are. I think Bridgeshot crashed. So the other thing I don't like about the way Webpack generally does its stuff, because like, and I can't remember the, god damn it, I can't remember the tool that did it, but there's a tool that will like separate out the different log streams in the terminal window, but not a big deal. No preview area. Okay, wait, I definitely have that component preview area. So source components, component preview. Oh, I guess I don't have that. Wait, no, component preview. Hold the fuck up. Component preview. Components. Component preview. Oh, once again, the copy pasta failed me. I just called it preview. Or the actual not copying. I could have just copied that straight out of my app, and I didn't. Lesson learned. All right. Now we should be finally good. We cool here? Are we good? I want to get to the cool stuff, y'all. Motherfucking Webpack. The bane of existence. There we go. We're cooking again. So if you navigate the andrewmcodes.ngrok.io, once this finishes building, good here, y'all. And it looks like looks like some frames dropped maybe recently, maybe not. I haven't seen that recently. What's up? What's up with the deal here? Why run? That, okay, whatever. I wonder if I have to start. Nah, that wouldn't make sense. Would it? Whatever, not concerned. All right, cool. Now if we go to components, we have our components, footer, head, navbar. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I guess I just copy pasted that wrong too. Goddamn. Footer, variable metadata object type, description, the site metadata object. And then here's our example. And once we add actual styling a little bit later down the road, I'm not worried about that right now. That takes way too fucking long. This will look a lot nicer, but for now, it works. Just showing how to do it. I think I don't think I need that. Render footer. Oh, it's because it's showing the site footer. Okay. I was like, why is it showing that twice? It doesn't make sense, but it's because the site footer is also showing in addition to the preview. All right, cool. Now, what? Now, okay, head. There. Somehow that got mixed up too. All right. Cool. Components and component previews out of the box. This will make your life easier. Down the road, I swear to God, this is your first power tip. We're going to commit this feature add component